trading journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. Trade what you see with Larry Pesavento. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. Now, Larry Pesavento.
Okay, folks, we're going to take a look at this gold market one more time. This is what we posted earlier last week, and we were waiting for this market to get up into this area. And we mentioned that there was always a possibility that we could get to 26.45. The actual high so far this morning has been 26.51.5, I believe. What we're going to do now is we're going to take a look at this gold market so that we can see where we are right now. Here's what we're looking at. Just give me 1 second, and I'll be right here with you. Hold on just a second. Here's what I've been watching. All right, now I've been waiting for it to get just a tiny bit higher right up there. And you can see here, look at this beautiful, you have a 382 pullback here, a 3.8 pullback here. This is when I sent that video out saying we have a strong probability to get to either 26.43, which we've been, or 26.56, either one of those two numbers. Now you notice on the pullback that we had here, it came. Let's just clean these out so you can see them. You can see them quite easily. There's your 382. There's your low right here. There's your fulcrum point. Pulls back right to a 382. That tells us we should get to this level here at 26.56. Whether we will or not remains to be seen, but we're going to find out, that's for sure. Okay, all right. Now let's take a quick look at gold on a little bit longer time frame. We're going to take a look at it on the weekly chart, and I believe we had one up here. Let's get this, move this around. Like, there's the one I wanted to see here. There's your larger one right here, but if you measure it from this level right back here as that low and not this one, that'll give you a different ABCD level, and that'll take you right up here to the promised land at 26.54, folks. So we're really close. That's all I can tell you is we're getting really close here in the Treasury, the gold market as far as what we're looking at. Now, if we take a quick look at the silver market, we're going to take a look at silver. Just 1 second. By the way, I have some news. We're putting the old gang back together. It's going to be Tom Hugard and myself and John Jameson in London, all-day seminar on the 24th of October, live trading for 7 hours. We'll give you more information, and hopefully we'll be able to pipe it into the day trading stuff for TFNN, and they'll be able to see what we're doing too. So here's the silver. And as you can see, silver now has broken substantially above the 618 and everything else. You see how it held that, backed off, pulled back here yesterday. And of course, yesterday's low, exactly 382 again, just a perfect 382. And that's where we are right now. We're back up into this area right here. So this is going to be quite interesting today. Now, we haven't taken out the highs of the day in silver in quite some time, but the gold certainly did just a few minutes ago. But see, silver was way back here when it happened. Look at the ABCD patterns on the way up. I mean, I don't understand why people don't look at these a little more, but you know, what do I know? I'm just an old. Oh, I got some bad news today, folks. I just heard this morning. My sister called me. My best friend in high school, who was my best man at my wedding. He was a star athlete at Indiana. Clarence Reedy passed away yesterday. We were basically the same age. He was my closest buddy all during the days of high school and college. And sure going to miss that guy. But anyway, that's moving on. That's part of life. Okay, we'll put some white light out there for him if we could. All right, let's take a look at a couple things that we need to be watching here. Okay, let's move on over here. And one of them is the wheat market. I want to get over here just to show you where we are in the wheat market. So bear with me right here. There's the wheat. And remember, we thought we were going to buy it here. It did have a rally. but unfortunately what I did was I put my stop so I didn't risk more than $200. It did have a slight rally, but the bias is still down, folks. Look at this. Each of these swings here have been very, very modest. Oh, stop it, Larry. Hold on just a minute here. Get this here. There's your first 382 right there. There's your second 382 right there. There's your almost makes your third 382 right here. This tells you that you're still going down. And if you looked at it real closely here, let's just go to a 15-minute chart. You'll see the really clear ABCD pattern that was there this morning. Hope if I can find it. Hold on, let me refresh this, and we'll get this moving and see what's going on. There's what I wanted to see. Yeah, you see we had an ABCD move here today. There's your AB leg right here. There's your CD leg right there, and comes in right on the old money, I believe, doesn't it? Yeah, it comes within half a cent. So that tells it. There's another little 382 right here. See that little tiny one right there? Good little pattern. Okay, let's move on here and take a look here at a couple things that we need to get on with. We've already covered that. Oh, the Russell, we've already covered that. Okay, the dollar, the U.S. dollar index. It's really trying to hold its own here, folks. Give me a second here and we'll get it. Let's do the Japanese yen first since I'm on this page. And that had a pretty good move here that we were expecting. As you can see, there was our ABCD pattern right in here. We're now having that rally that we expected. So what we're going to do now is we're going to blow it up just to see if we're back into the old 382 game or not. We've got the big high back here, so let's check that. There's your high at the big 382, and then you come in this morning, and it makes a 50% right on the money, and that makes this a 135 pattern, folks. So this is not this is that we're having a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-day rally, almost exactly like this one. Oh, let's get that out of the way. Almost exactly like this rally right here. This one's a little stronger. So, well, it should be because it's a big ABCD. That's the main thing that we have watching it here. Anyway, that's that. Now let's take a look at the British pound. Had a very interesting pattern. We talked about the British pound several times because we have broken into new high ground now here on the, but we are close, folks. I have to show you what we're looking at. This is the daily. Now, if you go to the weekly chart here on the pound, you're going to see here that you're running into some super resistance right up here, about another 80 pips right up here, about 134. We're at 133.16, so about another 100 pips. You can see it right there, 138, 134. That's it. That's what you want to be watching. If we blow, well, this is a weekly, so let's just go to the daily. We can see it a lot easier. These are the ones that we want to get to this level right about there. That's the level that we want to get to. You'll notice this was the ABCD right at the 382. We're breaking out. So here's the level we want to be watching here at this 134 level, and we should get there without too much trouble. If we go down to the hourly chart, you'll see a ABCD pattern forming, and we'll just get this up here so you'll be able to see how we get to that level. There was the big move. We pulled back. We went a little below the 382 right here. We went to the 50%, and then we took off. And what we're going to do now is take a little break, and we'll be right back, folks.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
The stock market is a delicate, interconnecting web of commodities, equities, and trader psychology. When one string of the web is pulled, it has a ripple effect across the broader market. This is where opportunity lies. But how are you to gather all of this information into one cohesive model when you're already spending your energy looking for any possible trade opportunities? Luckily, you don't have to worry about that, as Tom O'Brien has brought all important market news to you in one single newsletter, Market Insights. Market Insights provides a daily overview of what's happening in the indexes, bonds, gold, and more. Follow along with Tom daily as he analyzes the components that affect the overall movement of the stock market, giving insight into how each one plays either a bullish or bearish role. Tom also analyzes specific equities that he believes has the potential to make huge returns, and his track record proves his analysis right. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee, so what are you waiting for? Don't let the market leave you in the dust.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern, for free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Okay, folks, here is the British pound over the last several weeks. You can see the pullback here at the 50% level gives us price level 134. There's another small ABCD here over the action this morning into the 20th. But remember, folks, we have the autumn equinox. It's coming in tomorrow. And if you're ever down in this area near Mexico, just about 700 miles south of me, you go to Cancun and you go down to Chichen Itza, and you can watch the pyramid of the sun. When the sun hits it directly above on the 21st of September, it forms a shadow that looks like a snake going right down the side of the pyramid. It's so mathematically perfect that it'll blow your mind away, but you don't have to make that trip. YouTube it and you can see it yourself, and you don't have to fight that terrible weather that's down there this time of the year. Anyway, there's what we're looking at right now. What I'm going to do now is to show you, because of this little pullback right here for today, the fact that it held right where it did, we're going to double check to see if it was a 382. We're going to pull it up here, and you're going to see it's right there. There's the 382 right there, and if you add it up, it's going up to that same number that we want to be looking to be a seller, which is going to be up here around 134. Remember, on the weekly, this is what we're going to be watching for, is right there, that 134.10. We're only 100 pips away. We're getting all the stuff is telling us you want to get there. So write that one down. Let's just draw it in so you can see the little puppy, and you'll be able to see it here. It's 1.3410. That's the British pound. We're trading at 13316. It's $600 away, so it should get there without too much trouble. But maybe today or maybe even Monday, we've got to watch that one. That's a weekly, folks. This is a really big one, much like that one we're watching here in the gold market. Okay. All right, now let's move over here, and we'll get this market's picking up steam again, which is good. We'd like to see it close high on a Friday. Okay, let's take a look here at the S&P, how much we're coming back right now. There's where we are. We've already popped above the 382 by quite a bit. See, there was your 382. Now you've come up, you've hit the 50% level. And, remember, this was a pretty big move to the downside. There's your A, B, C, D leg. We went from 795, we dropped 65 handles down to the low, perfect low, A, B, C, D, 57.34. And now it's having a nice little bounce along with the others that we're paying close attention. Same thing we happened in the NASDAQ. They all did exactly the same thing. I mean, that's why it was not much of a mystery. Now we must look at the euro and then also the U.S. dollar, because that's a very, very important one. Let's just get the euro up here. The euro is right there, and we'll get it up. It should be moving up a little bit. It's still in that same zone, not doing too much here. This is the daily. We've made a higher high here than yesterday. What we're going to do is an hourly chart, see what pattern is here. Well, it's been jumping around a lot here. You can see here we had a move down yesterday, stopped right at the 61% retracement. This looks like what it's getting ready to do, folks, is a nice little ABCD butterfly pattern up in here, right about this level right here, about 112.37. And then what we're going to do is we're going to look at this on the weekly to see what that'll tell us, because I have a really strong feeling about something with the U.S. dollar. I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but that's another point away. So we're going to see if that's going to do it. And there's another one right behind it too. So let's look at it on the weekly. You'll see we're setting up here against this number right here, 112.92. That's a point and a half from where we are right now, folks. We have to take this out by just a little bit, okay, and then things should really get interesting. But remember, the other side of this is the dollar index, and boy, that's the one that I like the best. Of course, I liked wheat too. You remember what happened to that one? Hold on just a second. Here's the dollar on the weekly basis. So don't get too bearish on this, boys and girls. Look where we are on the long-term weekly. We're coming down almost 98, just another point and a half, which is a lot. That's a lot. We get down to this level here, you've got to really pay close attention to it. Fact is, I got limit minders. You can see the limit minders that I've got in already. If we take out the lows of this week, that'll tell us we're still going to go down a little bit lower. But I think we've got a chance to hold, but it's still really very quite, it just can't do it. Small ABCD here, but nothing really going on here with the U.S. dollar. Okay, now Apple. Everybody wants to know about Apple. So we'll get Mr. Appel up here, and we'll also do Tesla. Okay, alrighty. Yeah, well, Tesla's going to make our price objective, folks. There it is. Well, it's already made it, 237. Oh, that's the Apple. It's already made it on the weekly. It's almost there again. See, it's bounced back, and it's really strong. No wonder the stock market's so strong. Oh, it's weekly. What am I doing, Larry? Hello, operator. There's where, oh, this is bad data. God, I really needed that today, boys and girls. Hold on just a second. Shucks. There, it's got rid of it, but I got to get rid of this other junk. Well, here's where we are. There was our high back here. This is not good. Let me take this out because it's delete everything so we can see it clearly. The last pullback that we had stopped, looks like right at the 50% level. Okay, now we're getting back into this zone right here with a really strong gap up. This still looks bullish, and maybe the stock market's going to run and never look back, which it certainly can. We know that for a fact, don't we? Okay, those are the main ones that we're watching here with the currency markets. Let's get this out of the way here, and then we got to do one other one, and that is Tesla. I believe we'll do that one next here. And bear with me 1 second here with Tesla, and Paula T will be with us here in just a little bit. And you'll see here's where we are. Yep, it's getting up there pretty close to our 618 that we were looking for. I think we might have made it today. Let's just double check. Yep, I'm pretty sure we did. Oh, why don't you get the right tool up there, Larry? There's your X. There's your A, B, C, D. And it's a little above the 618. Let's see where we are, but it did make that. We were waiting for that, and it's trading just a little above the 618 right now. So it did complete the ABCD. You can see it right there. 244 was the high today, and we're trading at 238.50 right now. So very interesting one on here. All right, we have one other chart, and let me get this up for you. That's JP Morgan. Someone asked me about that one. And JK. It's J right here. Hold on 1 second, folks. Okay, here is JP Morgan. It's up a little bit. It's had a pretty big run up in here, but it is higher today. Another reason why the stocks are moving up. Nothing much to do here, but this could easily go higher because we've got higher tops and higher bottoms. There's nothing bearish about this at all. Nothing. You can see here smaller patterns right here. Nice correction, but it's still moving higher. So there's not much you can do with it. Okay. So that's what. I think we got the clock on the wall. It's going to tell us here that I've got 50 seconds left. So let's look at live cattle. Someone asked me a question about live cattle. I haven't looked at live cattle in a long time, and here they come. They should be up. Let's check and see. Well, they are. They're starting. Oh, that's the weekly. Let's get this up out of the way here and do the daily. Yeah, it's still moving higher, much like we had thought. And we're going to see what happens. We're going to take a break here. Paula T. Webb will be our guest at the break. So stay with us.
The Gold Report. As a precious metal, gold is still king. It continues to hold the most effective safe haven and hedging properties across the global major trading hubs of the London OTC market, the US futures market, and the Shanghai Gold Exchange. The Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his weekly gold report every Monday morning for subscribers, consisting of coverage of the XAU, HUI, GDX, the dollar, bonds, the South African rand, as well as 25 different mining equities with specific buy-sell recommendations. The Gold Report. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Subscribe to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report newsletter now at TFNN.com.
If you spend any time online researching trading techniques on how to begin your trading journey, you've no doubt come across many folks who push Forex trading as a way to make big money quickly. Unfortunately, there are equally as many stories of these so-called Forex professionals just looking to make a quick buck off aspiring traders without actually teaching the ins and outs of the Forex market. This is what sets Teddy Keckstack's The Tiger Forex Report off the riffraff. Every Monday, former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member and author Teddy Keckstack releases his Tiger Forex Report newsletter, where he dives into the complex world of Forex and takes time to actually teach you his methods that have made him so successful in the fast-paced and rewarding world of Forex trading. Furthermore, all subscribers receive access to archived live streams of Teddy's, where he provides university-level education to help you in Forex trading. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Forex awaits.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pro's pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
This portion of Trade What You See is brought to you by Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. Visit Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Okay, we're back, folks. We have Paula T. Webb on the line here today. Paula, how are you doing today?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Oh, barely.
Oh, what's wrong? Boy, I can hear you pretty clearly. I've had trouble with the machine here today with a lot of static. So why don't you tell the folks, can you hear me enough to answer a question?
Yes, yeah. I turned my volume all the way up. Am I too loud for you now?
No, you've never been too loud for me. You've always been almost perfect. Anyway, I don't know if you remember this.
We won't get into that part of our relationship, Larry.
This is 20 years ago. It's all platonic for sure. It's 20
it's a Friday.
years ago.
I'm sorry. I'm feeling frisky.
When we more than 20. We had Stevie Cohen was here when he was just a young guy, just getting started. He was a client of Mark's, and he's been trading, and he just turned 67 this past week, and he decided to stop trading. Now, I was with that guy for a few days while he was here working with Mark, and I tell you, if that guy quits trading, the sun's not going to come up tomorrow. He might take a break, but he loved trading so much. Either something's happened to him, or he's just a little bit overwhelmed, whatever it might be. But I don't believe people that we've known. Of course, I shouldn't say that because Robert St. John stopped right in the middle of that great success and became a preacher. I should shut up. What do I know? People change. Okay, please tell us what you got for us today, Paula.
Well, first of all, about the guy that stopped trading right now, there's a lot of people that are thinking about that are calling me. And there's quite a few people that have actually taken a break. And I think a lot of it, unfortunately, just has to do with current events. And if they're not 100%, then I think it's very wise that they take a break. You know, I mean, it's a reality. You know, we have an election coming up. So, again, if you're not 100%, you know, mind, body, spirit, then, yeah, take a break. There's nothing wrong with that. And Robert St. John, as you may remember, was going through a horrific, nasty divorce. So that was the primary reason for him stopping trading, and at least he found his peace as a pastor and a radio show host on Faith. So whatever the reasons are that someone may feel like taking a break, that's okay. It doesn't mean you can't come back and trade. Doesn't mean that you have to give it up entirely. You can still watch the markets, just not put in on any trades until you feel 100%. So don't. You know, anybody that says anything or thinks about it, don't beat yourself up because there's nothing bad about it. Because that way, you're not going to lose any money.
That's correct. It's better to take a break, and then you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. That's for sure. Paula T., now do you have? I know you have special meditations that you have for traders. Are they still available? The ones that you gave me many years ago. Those little cards.
Yeah, we're in the process. I'm going to get that and just post it on my website for free. So I'm just waiting. You know, my GoDaddy manages my website. I don't know how to post anything. I'm so low tech, it's beyond words. So I had them rebuild my website last year. So once I get that up and running, I'll let you know. And because it was one of our huge sellers for forever. And then it was available on Amazon for a while, but you know, to be honest with you, with all the piracy, I just yanked it. So now I'm over that, and we'll just put the meditation out there for everyone that wants to use it. And as well, once we start up our YouTube channel, which hopefully is going to start very soon, it'll also be on the YouTube channel. So you know, we're getting there, folks.
Yeah.
Just be patient.
I had a guest here a few years ago that saw the cards, and he wanted them so badly, I just gave them to him. I figured I could replace them, and then you forget because I do everything from memory, and I certainly did forget. But those are great cards. They're just really one-liners that really helped you focus on what's going. Mark was really strong about keeping things really as simple as possible. People don't know, Paula T., you certainly know this, but when Mark wrote the books, each page that you're looking at had at least 20 pages to get to that single page. I know I'm correct on that. Maybe more.
I think it's more like 50 or 100 pages, Larry, to get to one page.
Oh my God! I know it was some.
You have no idea. I have a storage locker of the discards. I mean,
gosh.
I had to weed through all of that stuff to make it cohesive. I mean, as you know,
Wow.
I mean, he sat in your, at your house working on trading in the zone.
Yeah,
And then,
sure did,
he'd come home and I'd say, oh, okay, what do you got? And because he had this program that it had an unlimited outline. So like you could say A, B, C, D, E, okay, and under A, you could have up to 1,000 subheadings.
Oh.
And under those subheadings, you could have 1,000 subheadings. So, I mean, it's called MaxThink, and it's a really good technical program. I talked to the owner, the creator. He's a fascinating man. But I had to tell him, I laughed with him, and I said, you have no idea how hard it was for me to help put together, to edit Trading in the Zone because of your outline program.
Yeah.
And he laughed.
Gosh.
He said, I'm hearing that from a bunch of authors lately. So I don't think the program was actually for authors. I think it was for engineers.
Uh-huh.
So, but anyway, yes, you're right. I mean, it was, either way, the books were just always a labor of love. And as you know, that was his passion along with trading.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I remember when I first met you guys, it was back in '83. He was just starting to work on the Disciplined Trader, and he had all of those P&S statements from Merrill Lynch. Remember when he was doing that research program for Merrill Lynch?
Right.
Where he looked at all of the trades and why they lost and stuff like that. And man, that was really, I think there were 10,000 accounts that he went through and figured out, why people lost. And the two major reasons, one is they used a stop that was too close or didn't use a stop at all. He said those were the two reasons why they.
Right.
So what you have to do is you got to figure out what that risk is to make it fit in with what you're trading, and that's what's really important is how much you have to risk. So
I still have all those statements, by the way, in storage.
Oh, I'll bet you do, for heaven's sake.
I haven't thrown anything away. I just thought, because I'm going to use it for new material or new books. So, it's funny you mentioned that because I was just going through some boxes a couple months ago and I saw those statements. I'm like, do I really need these? And I thought, no, I'm going to hang on to these just in case. So, because those kind of trading challenges have not changed.
Yeah, that's
over
for sure.
The years.
They certainly haven't. They probably never will either.
No.
So
I
how
don't
will the
think
folks
so.
reach you, PT, if they want to get some of your information?
You can reach me at paulatwebb.com or 760-636-4290. And just, there's always the option of the free call to get a taste of what I provide before you decide to come to a workshop or book a consultation. So, let me know what I can do. And I'm here.
Listen, anytime you want to come on, and by the way, when the book is ready, please let us know so we can get a heads up on it, okay?
Okay.
We certainly want to have that ready, okay? Thanks
Super.
for joining us, PT. We'll have you on again soon, okay, dear?
Okay, take care.
You bet. We'll be right back, folks. 877-927-6648.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
The stock market is a delicate interconnecting web of commodities, equities, and trader psychology. When one string of the web is pulled, it has a ripple effect across the broader market. This is where opportunity lies. But how are you to gather all of this information into one cohesive model when you're already spending your energy looking for any possible trade opportunities? Luckily, you don't have to worry about that, as Tom O'Brien has brought all important market news to you in one single newsletter, Market Insights. Market Insights provides a daily overview of what's happening in the indexes, bonds, gold, and more. Follow along with Tom daily as he analyzes the components that affect the overall movement of the stock market, giving insight into how each one plays either a bullish or bearish role. Tom also analyzes specific equities that he believes has the potential to make huge returns, and his track record proves his analysis right. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee, so what are you waiting for? Don't let the market leave you in the dust.
For traders who crave risk, Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs provide opportunities to magnify short-term perspectives with up to 3 times a daily leverage, utilize bull and bear funds from both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. These are highly leveraged ETFs with daily resetting designed for short-term trading, not long-term investing. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the Direxion. For up-to-date pricing and performance, go to Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foresight Fund Services, LLC.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Okay, folks, we're going to take a look at these Treasury notes because there's so much in the news about them being with the Fed and everything. What we're going to do now is we're going to go down. This is a weekly. We're going to go down first to the daily, and you can see where we are in the daily. That's this move right here. Let's just refresh this because right now there could be absolutely nothing wrong with this market as being bullish. Let's just move over here, and you'll see here, there's the high that we had right back there. That's on the weekly. Let me get rid of all this stuff here so we can do it real quick. Okay, so far our correction has only come down to the 382, okay, and it's hit it 2 days in a row. There is nothing bearish about that, folks. Maybe this is going to go on and make a bigger move to the upside. I don't know, but here's what we should be watching. We go down to the hourly chart now, and you'll see there's what we've done here on the hourly. There was that big high. Remember, there's where the number was, the ABCD. Well, let's just do it over here. There's your ABCD measured there to 115.30, and the high was, 23. The high was 115.24, right on the money. And now what we've done is, you can see we've come down. Let's refresh this for today, 2 days anyway. Okay, and now we've come down, and we're almost, oh, this is going to be really fun, folks. It's got this one listed up here, but that's not the one we want to look at. This is the one we want to pay attention to, is this larger high. This was the day of the report, okay? Now we move this over, and we put this down like this. You see we had a higher bottom in here. You see the 382, we hit it several times, and we're coming up to it again. That means we're going to have another one. This is going to be the most important one of all. So we're going to get above that 382 one more time, probably really close to the 50% level here, because this is where H.M. Gartley charged, $1,500 for his book in 1937. Hold on a second, get this out of the way here. And there he said, in a new bear market, sell the first A, B, C, D pattern. So there's the 19th, 20th coming in here. We got the equinox coming in here over the weekend. And then watch for this level right here, folks, because if we don't get, that's that old high. So if we don't get anything higher than this, this means that this interest rate thing is going to be heading lower. That's what it looks like. Now we'll do the same thing, with the Treasury bonds, because they're important also. And just give me a second here. Okay. All right, there's the Treasury bonds. Let's put the hourly up just like we did with that one. and we'll try to get that same number. Oh, it's going to do exactly the same thing. Strange, huh? Okay, here it is right now. Look, that's exactly what we're looking at right here. Is another, let's refresh it for today. Okay, oh, see, there's your move right here. So what you want to watch, there's your high. Let's get your low in right correctly off your 382. Okay, the 382 will bring you up here 125.05. But you see, it's not as clear on this one as it is with the Treasury notes. So you've got to put this limit minder in. This will take out the high of today just by a little bit. And if it's no good, it's not going to get any higher than that. And then we'll start, moving to the downside again. Would be my best guess. I hope that helps taking a look at it. We've had a question about the soybean market. Let me get up here. They're still in a little negative down move here. And just get it one more down here. There it is right there. There's your November beans. Yep, you see we've broken down again here. You can see here, there's where we were here. Oh, this is a weekly. Try it again, Larry. Let's get down to a hourly so we can see where we are. Haven't really broken down much now. And now you see we have that. We've got a good chance here, folks. There was a high right up in here. This was September 6th. Okay, now we've been sideways all the way through here. Today, all we did today, if you like ABCDs, and my goodness, there's one right there just staring you in the face. If I can put the hourly up again, we'll see it right in the face. There it is right there. There's your AB leg coming in right there. And your CD leg comes in right about there. Goes a penny lower. It's already made $600. So that's what. And you had another one. You got another ABCD in here too. So ABCDs work, folks. They don't work all the time, but by golly, they work some of the time. And that's the real beauty of what you're watching when you're seeing these things unfold like this. I hope that helps seeing what you're looking at. Now, I want to take a quick look here because I have a situation that I must take care of here in the gold market because I didn't get filled on my short, so I have to wait. Now, my short is trying to be put on at 26.59 right there. It's only $10 away. So it's following the AI program pretty nicely. You can see here, beautiful ABCD. Look at that perfect ABCD right on the downside. I actually bought that one, folks. I really did. And there's your AB leg right here. Got out a little too soon as always, but there it is right there. I got out here. But there was a quick, $1,200, and then of course you had this ABCD that should have got out of here, but it's not. But I'm still waiting. It didn't take that trip up there, not to make that exact number. So that's what I'm watching here, just a tad above that, and that's what we're paying attention to here. And we still could make it without any trouble at all for all practical purposes as we unleash these numbers of what we're watching here right now. I think we've covered the yen, and there was one other one that I wanted to cover, and I can't remember. Platinum. Someone asked me about platinum today, and I'll bring it up. I don't trade platinum. I haven't for years. It used to trade at about 150% premium to gold, but boy, it certainly hasn't done lately. It's been in a downtrend for a very, very long time. Where is the platinum? There it is right there. We were bearish on this. And it's still been, this is the weekly. Let's get the daily up here so we can see it. There was our 135 pattern. You can see here that it backed off here. Took out yesterday's high by just a little bit, and now it's starting to back off a little bit. That 135 pattern was right there, folks. 135 right there. Backed off $28, rallied back up. Now it's starting to head down again. So that's what I'm watching here this morning in the thing. Now, someone's asked me a question by Skype, and that is, what happens if I miss this thing right here? Folks, you don't miss anything. There's always something for you to look at. Let's say we miss this by $3, and it's in there for a long time. Okay, now we know something about these markets. They always get you plenty of opportunity, don't they, right? Okay, now you had a big run in this thing, and maybe you don't get filled here, but what if this is the high, okay? If this is the high, tell them what to do, Johnny. You wait for the big breakdown, okay? Just like this one. Let's say this was the high. There's your big breakdown. You sell that 382 right there, okay? Now, this one would have worked pretty good. And that gives you the ABCD, but let's assume that this is going to be the high. It's not going to get higher. Folks, it's got 2 hours of trade yet, so it could get there easy. Anyway, that's what I'm watching. After the break, there'll be a sharp break because everybody will think this is the top, and it might be, it might not. But watch for that 382 retracement. So whatever you do is you want to get two things working in your favor. First of all, you want a really strong downtrend, something like that, okay? And then back up like this. That's what you want to do. You want to sell that one with your stop above 786 or $10, whichever is less. So let's take a break. 877-927-6648.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pro's pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN has launched the Tiger's Den. Hosted at Discord, TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Okay, folks, this is the Russell 2000. You notice here the last couple of days here, we had runs up here, could not reach the ABCD, misses it by 9 points. It's backed off quite a bit so far. And what we're going to do now is we're going to go and look at it on the hourly basis. Remember, when we were making new highs in the Dow Jones, new highs in the S&P, 786 retracement in the Nasdaq, this couldn't do very much at all. So what we're going to do now is go on the 60-minute, and we're going to do our same little thing that we did today. Let's move this over like this, and there was where yesterday's action was. See, the market came down and then rallied up. Let's see if that was right at the 382 retracement. Looks at the 50% level. See, sometimes it'll go, look how many times it hit the 50%, but this distance here is only 6 points. The thing is, if you're going to do this trade, your stop's got to be above here. That's what you have to do, because it can make that 618 without too much trouble. And now you can see, where it looks like we're heading down again, possibly a little bit lower, but who knows. Anyway, that's what we're watching here today. I'd like everybody to do something special, say a little white light prayer for my good friend old CR. God, what a great athlete he was. And when we lived in the same complex near the farm where we lived, and he was 5'4" when he was a freshman in high school, folks. When he was a senior, he was 6'2". Yeah, I know it's 8 inches in 4 years, but boy, he turned out to be a really great athlete. And anyway, that's what we're paying attention to today. Another thing I wanted to show you, since we're on the air here, that high that we made here the other day and the low that we came in, you can see the high that we tried to make just a little while ago didn't quite make the 382. So it's still acting a bit bearish, but again, there's not much bearishness around when it's a Friday and an up week. And we made new highs in just about everything. Well, we made new highs in the Dow Jones, the S&P, have not done it in the Nasdaq and the Russell. So it's 50-50, boys and girls. We'll be right back on Monday, so may God bless.